Good, happy Wednesday morning, July 10, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, so let's begin. First up, woman injured in shooting outside Manchester apartment. Police search for shooter. A woman was shot in the doorway of her Manchester home Tuesday, and police were searching for the shooter, officials said. Police said the woman was shot at an apartment complex at 126 Hearn Street. The woman was taken to Elliott Rivers Edge Urgent Care Unit facility, then to Elliott Hospital. Police said they don't know the exact of her injuries. A portion of Hearn Street was blocked off for several hours while authorities worked the scene. Police said they were searching for a man suspected of being the shooter. They said they don't believe there is any immediate danger to the public, but they would not say why. Neighbors in the apartment community said they were not surprised by the incident. Residents said the area has been declining. Many keep their first floor sheds drawn to keep out unwelcome visitors. ACLU New Hampshire asks judge to block Manchester police surveillance camera plan. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Amy Cavino.
Keep New Hampshire off-road trails open for future generations.
Please obey all laws. And remember, riding OHRVs is a privilege and not a right. Get involved and use rider etiquette.
Please join the club and find your information here.
Elm Street is a busy place and a focus for Manchester police who want to keep the city safe and hospitable for business owners, citizens, and visitors, which is how the idea behind the 3 live feed cameras started.
Chief Capon would testify that they're going to be another tool in his toolbox to address the issue of ongoing activity downtown. It's much more efficient to have the cameras than have an officer on every corner.
There are already cameras visible on Elm Street everywhere you look. Businesses striving to protect their stores and restaurants. Not the same, says the ACLU of New Hampshire. A law passed in 2006 prohibits government surveillance of motorists on roadways, and these proposed cameras constitute a violation of that law.
These are 360 cameras, massive zooming functionality, night vision, talking about the government surveilling individuals. That's what we don't want. The legislature doesn't want it, the people don't want it.
In testimony given at the Board of Aldermen's meeting a few months ago, the chief stated the video would be monitored 24/7 by dispatchers and would be kept for 14 days, then destroyed. That's no comfort to one of the plaintiffs in this case.
We want more privacy. We want the government's role to be limited and restricted as it's supposed to constitutionally be. And, let's not turn into a Big Brother Orwellian surveillance state.
Judge Judge Tina Neto says she'll take the oral arguments under advisement and will issue her ruling as soon as possible. Live in Manchester, Amy Covino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Portsmouth police seeking public's help finding graffiti suspects. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
Trying to get pregnant, you have to eat 22 cups of spinach every day to get the iron your body needs. Let's get you nutrients by the bunch with a complete multivitamin with clinically proven absorption of key nutrients.
Portsmouth police are looking for these two people. Surveillance images were captured near this Optima Bank location downtown, the latest instance of graffiti popping up in the city.
The concern is definitely the sort of destruction of property.
For the past 5 to 6 weeks, authorities say graffiti has become a major issue.
It's been happening across the city. It's been happening downtown. It's been happening in the outskirts, both on personal property, private property, businesses. So it's definitely a main concern for us, and it's the reason we're right there close to the top in terms of priority goals.
The graffiti is being discovered on walls, electrical boxes, underpasses, even on a bench in the African burial ground on Chestnut Street. As for who's responsible, police say they can't comment on whether the two suspects in these photos are involved in one instance or multiple. Police say the graffiti ranges from symbols to phrases and words, but the cleanup is extensive and costs money.
It's certainly not a cheap undertaking. It's expensive.
So far, authorities have been able to get the graffiti off, but during one of their busiest times of the year, they don't want the graffiti taking up valuable time.
And we certainly would like to, with the limited resources we have, we'd like to be able to make sure that we're providing services that the city deserves.
Now, if you recognize the people in those photos or know anything about the graffiti, you are asked to call police. Live in Portsmouth, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Dow features slightly lower ahead of Fed Chair Powell's testimony. U.S. stock index features were slightly lower Wednesday morning as market participants eagerly anticipated comments from the world's most powerful central banker. American Airlines apologized for a humiliating doctor who was told to cover up. American Airlines apologized to a Houston-based doctor on Tuesday after she claimed she was ordered to use a blanket to cover up her summer outfit. The passenger called the airline out in a tweet on June 30th, saying crew members told her that she couldn't board her Miami-bound flight without putting a jacket, she said. Squeezed, but she said she felt humiliated by the ordeal. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.